On a windy afternoon in late November, a fire ripped through a 31-story residential block in Hong Kong's Tai Po district. In less than an hour, 7 towers were engulfed. 83 people died, and hundreds remain missing. The tragedy has raised a single urgent question. Why did bamboo scaffolding become a deadly inferno? Bamboo is lightweight, cheap, and traditionally used in Hong Kong construction, but it is also highly combustible. This is what the building looked like before the renovations, and this is what it looked like on the day of the fire, completely shrouded in a web of bamboo poles and green fabric. The joints, tied together with plastic strips, created a continuous, flammable surface that stretched from the ground to the roof. It was a tinderbox waiting for a spark. The fire's timeline shows just how fast it moved. Just 1 minute later, at 2:46, flames were visible on the lower floors. Together, the bamboo and the netting created a vertical fire conduit. Here's what he had to say. In a typical high-rise fire, the exterior cladding is the first line of defense. Here, the cladding was replaced by a combustible scaffold that acted like a fuse. The wind turned the whole facade into a chimney. That single element, the scaffolding, bypassed all the building's internal fire safety systems and turned the entire exterior into a weapon. This tragedy might seem unbelievable, but the regulatory background tells a troubling story. Hong Kong has long permitted bamboo scaffolding for private projects, citing its low cost and deep-rooted tradition in the local construction industry. However, after a series of high-profile incidents, the government announced a phased ban on its use for public housing renovations back in 2019. But here's the critical detail. That ban was not uniformly enforced and did not apply to privately owned complexes like this one, which was undergoing a retrofit. This created a dangerous loophole where safety standards depended on who owned the building, not on the risk to the people living inside it. In the aftermath, the investigation has moved quickly. 3 men linked to the construction firm responsible for the scaffolding were arrested on suspicion of manslaughter. Police have said there is evidence of gross negligence in the choice of materials. We also spoke with Fire Chief Wang, who was on the scene. He told us, "We need a fire-first mindset on every construction site. The tools are available. The will to use them must follow. It's a call for a fundamental shift in culture, prioritizing safety over tradition or profit." The Hong Kong fire is a stark and painful reminder that tradition without safety can cost lives. As the city mourns and begins to rebuild, the hope is that the lessons learned from this inferno will be written into law and practice, preventing another tragedy on this scale. For now, the families of the 83 victims and the hundreds still unaccounted for wait for answers. And they wait for justice. If you or someone you know has been affected by the events in this video, we've listed helplines in the description below.